Hello, welcome back to another thrilling episode of Sid Meier's Civilization 6, The Gathering Storm. We're playing as Gaius Julius Caesar. We're well past Caesar's time. We're at 820 AD. We just quickly in this game got into the Renaissance era. We've played 152 turns, so we're well into the middle game here. And I am just so enthused because I was a little disappointed. You know, I watched the way we developed the game as I watched the ones recordings was already done. Because that's part of the job. You got to kind of monitor your recordings. You got to see how you did. See if you like it. See if you talked about stupid stuff or if it was good, And for the most part, even though I did talk about some stupid stuff, even got some stuff wrong about history and stuff like that, I know. It's I've had rather a casual acquaintance with fact because I, don't believe in it. I don't believe in that there is any facts in history. It's all just conjecture. Do I spend all my money on this? I kind of do. I want that iron if I can get it. Can I get it? I can't get it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I should have looked. I didn't see that iron up there. I cannot get it. Do I need it? I don't. I really don't. But would I like to have it? Uh-huh. This is good. Oh, this is very good. Oh, I want that deer, those deer tiles. Nobody's threatening them, though, and if I spend all my cash on them, I'm done. I don't want to do that, so we'll stop. But soon we'll be taking all of Gauls cities. We now have 128 science ahead of everyone else in the game. We are at king difficulty, so this is expected to happen eventually. That's why I was kind of a little bit worried, because I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to do this again. I'm not playing this very well, and I'm kind of letting these opportunities slide where I could have, done a lot better, and I didn't make enough wonders, and I'm not doing really well. You do that. In any game, you do that. In any piece of artwork you're working on, you do the same thing too. A lot of times it's just a question of, hey, let's stick this out. Let's keep going with this. It might get a lot better. Like you're working on a drawing or a painting, and you get to a point and you're like, this isn't really that good. Well, keep working on it. Make it better. And then you do, and you go, oh, wow. Because a lot of times it seems to me anyway that your unconscious gets involved in creative endeavors and is kind of like more gifted than you are, because it's your unconscious. It's not your ego. It comes from some deeper place, That sometimes happens in songwriting. It happens in painting. Writing a novel is really fun. Put a lot of work into it. The way I do it, especially, I write in 3 different drafts. But the third draft is really fun. You do all the work in the first 2 drafts. And there's a lot of reading it over and rewriting and fixing it, rearranging it sometimes, adding different parts or putting it into different books, and you reorganize it. And then in the third draft, you just read it through as a complete book like you would a reader. And you often find these kind of inspired flashes of scenes that you can make in the third draft that sort of encapsulate the whole book in this nice little cool scene. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It can be very subtle, but you put the major theme of the book in the book because you're reading it as a whole product, not working on sentence structure or chapter by chapter trying to build it like you do in the earlier drafts. The first draft, you're just writing on the edge of a wind. It doesn't matter because you're going to rewrite it later, so you just kind of got some inspirations. You're trying to write certain scenes. I usually write up to certain scenes that I've imagined I want in the book. I don't know. I'm getting off on a tangent. Here I am talking about my other stuff. I'm very much into talking about art and talking about the process. I do that a lot with my very creative and intelligent friends, but I shouldn't bore you with it. It looks like we better get this monument done up here in Caesar Augusta. What a nice name. Named after Julius Caesar's nephew, Octavian, who thus became Caesar. He was the first emperor. He came up with the idea of let's make this an empire and screw trying to pretend we're a republic anymore. It's not working. Let's be a militant empire and say it like it is. And I'll take dictatorial powers and the rest of you be damned. Pretty much. Okay. Now, it doesn't look like this town is growing very much, so I'm going to slide in this nice bunch of farms along this river. They're going to flood, but that's okay. We'll fix them up. Whatever we got to do, we got to do. Also, I'm trying to make some farms over here. Take some of our herd and cash maybe and make a bit of an adjacency. I'm not going to buy that for $200. I got a card I could put in, that gives you a break on the price of these tiles. Don't want to build it next to the city because I'm most likely going to put something in there. I kind of like this bath across the river deal. Often happens because you're aqueducting to the river. Well, that's kind of nice. I like that. It'd look nicer when it's done. We have an obnoxious pikeman over here. Don't know what is going on. We can bring old Arthur to bear. I'm King Arthur, King of the Britons, and I have come to slay you. You are a lawless barbarian, and you must be slayed. He always gives a speech before he kills people, so you can look forward to that. It happens every time. Don't worry. He will do that. He will give that speech every time. He can't just go and kill somebody. He's King Arthur. He's got to explain it. He's got to tell why it's just that he should thus eradicate this being. All right, we're going to put Mr. Knight, he's kind of like an officer, he's going to go up into Arretium, and we're going to build up our army, and we're just going to keep sending it up there. This guy's looking for barbarians, and he's not finding any, of course, because poor Sinbad's got a long way to go. Hey, that's nice. This guy seemed to heal up or something. He's going to give us $500. Isn't that nice? We found out where our happy, estranged love lives in Sparta there. Join hands with me, and together our people will crush our rivals. Yeah, guess what? No. Absolutely not. But being Roman, I'm not going to come out and tell you that, loaf. I'm just going to say, we really can't commit at this time to such rash behavior because you're the enemy I'm now going to crush. So, sorry. You want 30 turns of peace so I don't come and crush you? No. But I do need a little time to kind of up my forces here to be able to make the invasion of your lands and take all your cities and crush them and get paid for it. And then with your cities as my cities under the great and glorious protection of Rome, then we will crush not only your rivals, but mine. Thank you. You have no say in the matter. It's a matter of destiny ordained by Jesus Christ, the almighty Lord of heaven. That's going to come crashing down on you with Christian might. Onward, Christian soldiers. You're Gauls. You don't know the revealed true religion of the Catholic faith, which means universal. So you have to succumb to it. Don't worry, though. They'll write Arthurian legends and stuff like that about it, and about the tension between your culture and the emerging Christian culture. Will rip down all your temples and stuff. We won't rip down Stonehenge because it's too big, but the rest of it's gone. Put temples and Christian churches over top and stuff like that. It's what we do. Wait till you see it. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. Okay, got that straightened out. You would like an embassy in our capital. Well, before we come and destroy you, after we're done destroying the others, you will be Rome. But yes, until then, sure, why not? You're not the Gauls. Gauls are the only ones who like us, and we're the ones who are going to turn away. Watch that barbarian. Watch where he goes. So, our expression of nationalism will define humanity's future in the industrial era. Exclamation point. Yeah, baby. You know what nationalism does? That makes us form those cores. Hey, that's great. And we have scientific theory. What a turn. We've unlocked this tech. Get +1 food production from plantation improvement. Hallelujah, that's great. Claims that cannot be tested. Assertions immune to disproof. Veridically worthless. Whatever value they may have in inspiring us or exciting our sense of wonder. Carl Sagan. He's a character and a half, that guy. One of them. Okay, nationalism. Salute. All right. Fantastic. We got nationalism, production toward industrial era and early melee, anti-cavalry, and ranged units. All right. Units have 50% less combat strength reduction from being injured. That is awesome. If I care about my troops, I'm going to want that card. All right. Human nature has manifested in tribalism and nationalism, provides the momentum of the machinery of human evolution. Thank you, Arthur Keith. Man with 2 first names. Let's see. Let's duck in here. We're fighting barbarians, but not quite as much. We do have some upgrades, of course. We're making good money, so that's not a big deal with Rome, because we are so saturated in money. 30% production toward encampment districts, arsenal districts, and buildings for these districts seems like a good idea. 50% production toward industrial era, earlier melee, anti-cavalry, and ranged units is good. 50% production toward industrial era, earlier heavy and light cavalry units really does seem like a must. We have lots of money, so maybe we could get something else. We are plagued with barbarians, of course. We really are. Boy, I'd hate to take out that 50% gold deal. That wouldn't be good on the upgrades there. Darn. Newly trained builders, production toward wonders. We are making Potato Palace now. Like I say, I like to keep the wonders going. I kind of neglected that in the early game, especially with the hyper wonders I'm building. What do you think? We can't spend forever here. We got other things to do. Time's running out on our next... This tick-tock goes the clock, so we'll confirm those and stay confused about it. All right, I saw that guy kind of skedaddle this way. We do want to get our next hit in on him. Check you later, buddy. He's gone. And we get 500 more bucks. This is Sinbad. He's also, as you can see, acting as an explorer for us. So that's good. Maybe you go all the way around the world and come at those other barbarians on the other side. He's only got 5 more charges, so he doesn't have limitless charges. Printing is advanced here. Might be time to kind of open up the tech tree, scoot up here. Printing, okay, 3 turns, Metal casting, Remember, we want to get the oil. We're getting there, right? Here's steel. That gives us $700 per city we take. So maybe we'll go as quick as we can to steel. We're going to need printing. We're going to need everything that leads up to rocketry, right? So we'll shift rocketry. Now look at all we have to make up to get there. But we want all these bad. This is all the industrial era stuff. We can get flight. We can start getting planes. We can just take over the world without any problem because we're far ahead of everybody else in science. But let's do that for a while. Get square rigging in 7 technologies. Right? Because we're going to go siege tactics, printing, right? Ballistics, military science, rifling, steel. We're gonna go fast towards steel. Then we're gonna go toward rocketry, square rigging. Square rigging 7. Where's 8? There's 9. Oh, 8 is economics. 9 is industrialization. Right? This is how the path is going to take us. Right? And 10 has got to be somewhere. 10 is replaceable parts. Okay. Then back for sanitation. And then flight. Okay. We're bouncing around here. And then what are we going back to? Steam power? Yep. Steam power. We can make railroads. That's fun. Okay. Then up here for chemistry. Then radio. Then finally rocketry. That's a long, long way to Tipperary, but then we can start winning the game. And we'll be in the end game by then and be heading toward a science victory because now we have 131 science. So we're far away, above everybody else in science. It took us a while to get here. And that's the thing, like I was talking about art and all that. Here's mercantilism. We want that for sure. And another great person because we got hyped out great wonders are working away. We also built a lot of campuses, so we get these. Triggers the eureka moment for 3 random technologies. Oh yeah, we'll do that. That'll be good. There are certain ones we definitely want to get. Alrighty, let's get an armory. We're going to beef up our, military. 2 of 5 housing. Not much else to do out here. We could give these guys a builder, but we don't have monumentality anymore, so we either have to buy it, which we could easily do. So let's do that. We got $1,000. Let's buy these poor guys a builder out here. I think that calls for a builder, absolutely. This guy can get upgraded, 125 gold. Now he's comparable to him, but they won't need to be comparable to him because now he can just kill him with the city shot. Nice. And maybe we should also buy a builder here. And we can with $500. It's a lot. Damn, that's a lot for a builder. But there we go. We bought them. Now these kind of frontier cities can start to improve and take care of themselves. These guys are going on a northern excursion to go up and get the unmitigated Gauls. We got them in science. All our hard work in the ancient era, the first part of the game, is now starting to pay off. This guy can definitely mess us up. And it's ironic because we do have Sinbad over here. Go over there and easily get back and get those people, but he can't explore too. Ancient walls and this guy would help, so it'll take 14 turns, and that's a long time, but it's just a poor little city. Okay. 20% production toward constructing districts. Bonus resource bonuses are available in this city without the respective resource. That's kind of interesting. I don't even know what that means or what it would do. Except maybe bump up the amenities big time. Are there districts to be built in that city? Or, yeah, let's give her that one. Although that resource one, that's interesting. I learn new things all the time in this game because there's so much, there's nobody that, other than Sid Meier himself, of course. Okay, we can make these guys into 2 guys. Let's do it. There we go. That's right. We got nationalisms. Now we can do that. All we got to do is bring 2 together and make them 1. Okay, these guys can go down and fight those barbarians over there. Okay, we'll go up here and get our random boosts to 3 different things. Like, we're going to get a boost to economics, we're going to get a boost to industrialization, and we're going to get a boost to sanitation. Remember, we went through that list and they were all there. So now they're going to get them in, you know, almost half the time, 40% of the time. Take off the half to 40% of their turns. And we have these heathen Catholics coming into our Taoist world and trying to convert all our cities so they can have a religious victory we don't want them to have, of course. Now, let's see. What can we do? Liang's got 4 more turns before she's established in the city. I believe I wanted to go up here and make another farm for the city, which I did, and I have done, and it is done. Therefore, let us rejoice. What is the housing sitch? 5, and they got 11 housing? Nice. They need some amenities out here. Okay, we're working on it. This guy's coming down here to just kind of hang out with a builder. He likes to watch him work. I am King Arthur of the Britons, and we are not at war, so therefore I'm going to take it out on you, because you are a lawless barbarian, and we want your money, so therefore we shall destroy you. Okay. Maybe we'll just kind of make a farm triangle right here, and then maybe on later we'll get rid of it, and put the farm triangle out here instead. But for right now, we're going to make a farm triangle, make that city happy. Here we're going to build a rustica deal. It's 3 food because it's adjacent. Whatever it's adjacent to, it gets a buzz from, right? So it's got some nice culture in there. It's hard to see with the builder on there, but 3 food because it's adjacent to 2 farms, and it kind of gets a boost from whatever it's next to. Kind of a neat building. Okay, this knight is going to fortify in the city and wait for a gathering I think before I go off into the Wild Blue, I'll come back, upgrade, fight off some of those barbarians. Let's see. We got Magnus in the city. We set that up to knock out that knight. Now we did, and it didn't change anything except that we have a knight. And we're working on another one. And this guy will go over here and do the same thing over there, and then we'll change Magnus to a more woodsy city so he can use his chops. Alright, I think we're having a good time here. Yes, you want an embassy in the capital. Your embassy is welcome. Thank you very much. Could use the money. And on to victory. We're starting to get some knights up in Arentium together. Okay, we do want to use these charges eventually, but right now it's all about the chopping, as long as we got Magnus. And we got Magnus. Okay, now, this trade route was essential to saving this city in the early days, but now it doesn't seem so stressed. It's got some food. It's not doing too bad. 7.2 food, so it's doing well. And might be able to, say, take this out to, say, the ones in the east, for instance, that are really kind of struggling out there. What are they called? This guy? Yeah, that guy. A weird name, huh? Maybe we'll call him Cotorum instead of Duro Cotorum. I don't know why they call it that. Probably means something. Of course it means something. Okay. I chose that wrong. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to transfer that trade route out to that city, and I just got distracted. Hey, it happens. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. All right, we're going to go up here. Start gathering our troops. We're not going to put him right on the border because then he'll start crying about it. We don't want him to cry. Oh, man, this could give us some air score. Look at that. A musket man. And this guy, he can't do it because I used all the niter. And this guy, he's just so upset. He's like, what, man? Are you kidding me? You gave the promotion to that guy? I've been waiting since the ancient era, man. Okay? Ancient freaking era over here. And I just screwed him because we don't have that much niter. Oh, that's funny. Look at our first core. All right. Now we can do the same thing here. Hey, we move this guy back, and now this guy will core up with him. Okay, he's got 30 melee strength. Now he's got 40 melee strength. Okay, you guys got 10 melee strength. I didn't look at the range strength. Let's see, this one is range strength 40. So he just got 10 strength across the board. Melee and combat strength. Nice. I am King Arthur of the Britons, and you are a lawless pikeman who has been using your pike against Rome, and therefore you must die. And I have come with Excalibur to dispatch you to whatever your people believe happens to you after death. Thank you. Give that poor musketman a break. I can't believe I didn't do the warrior, man. That poor guy. I really do feel sorry for him. I do. How much is this tile out here? $205. Yeah, boy. We'll wait till Sinbad does this thing again. Which he will. Okay, this guy needs a crossbowman somewhere. Absolutely needs a crossbowman. I think we're going to try to save up our faith since we're not in a monumentality age anymore. We're going to save up our faith for Hercules. Okay, we got some salt here. Let's get that going. Very nice. A little gold, a couple of food, some production. Okay, doke. Now, we're going to kind of go up here, see what the lay of the land is up there with our soon-to-be enemy. We are going to soon attack him. This very nice builder we got with our monumentality is going to go up there and get those horses. I would guess that I want to know what the heck is going on over here in these twisted places. Look at the rugged terrain. I mean, if you don't have ships, you're not going to take Sparta. You're not going to take them. But do you got ships? They're just sitting ducks. So I got to get up a nice navy and go over there when I'm done with the Gauls. By then, I should have a navy. Trying to get the arsenal in Venice so I got 10 more turns, so then I can get the Venetian arsenal if some other civilization hasn't stolen it. We are making the potato palace here. 10 more turns for the warlord's throne. Pelting rain and a howling gale mark the arrival of a mighty hurricane. Here it comes. It's going to start happening. Especially as we go into the industrial era. Be floods and stuff. This is a gathering storm. Tries to warn us through the art of gaming that the earth may not have as many years as you might think. I'm going to get ancient walls because I want my cities to be protected should we go to war, which we shall soon do. Okay, these guys are making their way back to the north. Again, I did say we need to find someplace that's some decent production. Maybe here. Is this our best production? 29. What's this guy doing? 24. 20. 13. Bologna, 16, Venice, 11. I know those aren't really. Rome's kind of hurting. Yep. Okay, it's this guy or nothing. So we're going to go to the production queue. It's already queued up, so we're going to queue up Gilded Vault. 5 gold. 2 great merchant points per turn. Generates culture equal to its gold adjacency bonus. Yeah, baby. Don't have a harbor. Can't have a harbor. Alright, now what was the other thing we were doing here? Oh, I can have a harbor. Look at that. Nice. What was the other thing I was doing in here? Oh, I want a crossbowman. That's what it is. To match up with the other one. So, there it is right there. Crossbowman, okay. Alright, good. Caravel, be good. Like I said, we need to get... Alright, we're going to slam that guy back there. We're going to put this guy up here. We're still going to come out with those spies, but we're going to get these things instead. We're going to get a knight, then we're going to get crossbowmen, then we're going to get a gilded vault, then a builder, spy, caravel. It's a ship. Okay? Okay. We'll get some pirateers when we get done with mercantilism, and we can go raiding our enemies. I don't know about the Gauls. They do have coastal up there, I think. I mean, adjacent. Pop 4. Call it 4. Alright, this is the one that's going to need a compadre, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We're building it. It's in the queue. This is our little spy. He's going to go up there and spy. This guy's going to hit the horses first. Alright, there's some horses. We're going to station him. Wait for another one. We're going to bring him up so that they can become a corps of knights. There's some inspiration. Our progress toward mobilization. That's when you can make an army out of them. 3 of them. Now, that's good. We can prepare for that. We just got the boost for it. That's great. These 2 guys will match up once this poor guy gets enough niter. Oh, if I could settle those niter lands, that would be great. Let's give this guy his tortoise promotion. Nice. And I don't know, I guess I was going to go for a Villa Rustica out here. 3 gold, 1 food, okay. Alrighty, these guys coming down, he's going to be our guy to guard our lands. Here is another 4 turns, we'll be able to get some money from them. We're going to step Arthur back so he can guard that barb camp without getting hit. We got lots of food out here. I like to get this marble going. It might not be so bad. We got a ton of marble. Alright, we'll blow our money on that and then go up and improve it. Got a nice farm triangle there. That's good. 16 more turns for Mulan. This galley's coming back. Okay, we're going to go looking around for barbarians here. We got this bay to kind of check out what's going on here. So we can get the lay of the land. That's what Sinbad's good because he can go on ocean tiles when other ships can't. I think we're good with that. I'm not 100% sure where that tech is. I suppose I could actually look up here. Ah, we got it with cartography. Of course we did. Okay, great. Another thrilling episode has found its way to eat up another half an hour of our precious time together. And so, as hurricanes rage on the coast of Africa, and our Taxata kind of trembles in her boots, Corfinium working on its harbor, 38 more turns in Ostia for the Potato Palace wonder, 8 more turns for Rome for its warlord's throne, 6 more for a nice university. We got 132 science, but Gaul is catching up to us, and Gaul is stubbornly having 407 military strength. So I think in order to shore up our morale for the war to come, that you should hit the like button. Just to, give me that boost of morale I need to fight the Gauls. Because they look like a formidable enemy. They're very near us in science. Although they're not beating us in science anymore. We did finally come up with the level of their science. We're still working on going past them. But that'll have to wait till the next episode. But as a moral support, you like the video, maybe make an encouraging pep talk kind of comment, go for the gusto, Caesar, or hail Caesar. You could say, par Kaiser. Go for it, gamer jamer. Something like that. Comment, be good. Share the stream so that more people can send good vibes my way for victory against the Gauls. Subscribe to my channel just so that I think I'm doing a worthy service, wasting my time on these recordings for y'all. You can look at some of my other videos. That wouldn't kill you. They're interesting enough. Maybe you might find something you like. You can feel like a good person because you watched my video and you know that the old man looks at the numbers and says, oh, wow, look at that. A bunch of people watch this video. Cool. And that'd be good enough. You could also go out there and enjoy the rest of your life and the rest of your night and the rest of your day and the rest of your week and the rest of your weekend and have a great time in whatever time zone you're in. And I'll see you in the next one. Arrivederci, Roma. Bye.